Just over 3 years since former evangelical pastor Ted Haggard was brought down by a gay sex scandal. He ultimately confessed to sexual immorality, infidelity, and using drugs. Ted's wife, Gail, stood by him despite his betrayal, and so we're now joined by Ted. Hi again.
Hi.
Hi. Well, in her new book, Gail writes poignantly about the moment she decided that she would stay in the marriage. This is on page 67. She writes, Ted had already climbed into bed, and then I felt him reach for me. My heart broke in that instant. I knew the importance of physical touch in a marriage, and by reaching out, Ted was pleading for help. I didn't want to reject him, but what was I supposed to do with the anger, the revulsion, and pain that were warring in my heart? And then you go on to say, and so that night I began my journey of choosing to love. Yeah. Did you know she was going through that in that moment? Did you know?
I didn't know about that until I read
what a crossroad moment that was.
I cried when I read that, literally.
Really?
Because that's when I realized that so many others would have withdrawn, justifiably so, and would have distanced themselves and maybe just put me out.
So in that moment, Gail, when he reached for you and you are thinking, you know, what millions of other women have thought, you know, first of all, how dare you? I can't even believe you're in the bed, and now you want this, and then, you know, what made you choose?
Well, that was the very first night. That was the night that Ted had confessed to me that parts of the allegations were true. And so I came to bed very slowly that night. Ted was already in bed. I was thinking through.
Yeah.
Y'all are thinking the same thing I was thinking when I read it. You went to bed. You're in the same bed. He's actually allowed to be in the bed.
Well, that's why this book is so incredible, Oprah, because there was a series of decisions that Gail made unknown to me that opened the door for our family to be intact right now.
I don't want to make it seem as though I wasn't thinking just exactly what you just described, you know, that there was a sense of betrayal, revulsion. How can I do this? But what I fell back on was the things that I really believed about our marriage and what I really believed about my husband. That I knew, okay, this is something that was a secret from me. I hate that. I hate secrets. I want to know the truth. I want to know my husband. This is all very painful. But I also know what kind of man he is and the good that he's done and the really wonderful parts of our marriage, and I'm not willing to let go of all of it. So I was processing all of that.
Yeah, I was sharing my epiphany this morning in the car after reading at how much she really loves you.
She loves me, and that is an incredible thing. I mean, this woman is she's infatuated with me. She loves me.
Yeah.
And
More than infatuated. I love you.
Yeah, and I am so grateful. I think it's an incredible thing for a woman to love a man the way she loves me, and I don't deserve it. It's a wonderful gift that Gail has given to me, and I am so grateful.
More with Gail and Ted Haggard in a moment. Coming up, Ted says he has a strict new set of rules that he lives by. We'll hear what they are when we come back. All new, before your next trip to the store, test your food IQ. The answer is your veggies, your dairy, meat. Where do they come from? This isn't about whether you eat fat or don't eat fat. Fascinating information tomorrow.
A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song, created January 26, 2010, using the guitar chords D minor, A minor, and G7. This song is going to be called She Sticks With Him No Matter What. Now she's got a thing for him. She's infatuated with her husband, with her man, despite having an affair, doing hard drugs, lying and cheating. still sticks by her man. She's a woman in love, believes in forgiveness above. He's flabbergasted, yeah, how anyone could stick with him and stay with him after that, yeah. Ted Haggart, his woman sticks by him. His woman sticks by him. Even though he had an affair in the past with a man, she still sticks by him. She's forgiven him. Well, there's one couple who has survived the test of infidelity that's on the rise in the world today, eating at other couples' good relationships, infidelity and affairs, not staying true to the one you're with or the one you love in close relationships.